Okay, you want to hear what just happened? What's been happening after I left the library? Because I think there was someone in there that I didn't want to see or connect with right now, and not as in a manner, like not in a boyfriend girlfriend type, but just as a friend. I didn't want to deal with that person right now, so I couldn't go in charge of my phones. So I had to leave, and I had to go so I could eat because the cantaloupe filled me up, and you gave me nutrients and vitamins and minerals, but I was still in need of like something solid to bind my bowels, right? So I didn't have loose bowels. So I had bread, but I didn't have anything else. My avocado isn't ripe. I didn't have any more tomatoes because I ate both of them yesterday. Because the avocados I got were pretty good size, and I needed to eat two of them. So anyway, because I had to slice the Italian sliced bread, so it was really thin. So I had to have two sandwiches as opposed to one, because they were thin slices and they fell apart. It was hard to eat. It was like, oh, I ate it separately. It was hard to eat together as a sandwich. So I didn't really care for that bread. There's a Mustang GT convertible, and it looks like someone that it doesn't resemble Michael Knight, but it kind of does. But I think he's Chinese or Filipino or something or other, but of that Asian descent. So anyway, I parked at the end of the spot in the lane next to the fence that's around one of the old businesses, and then to the left of me is a gas station that they just rebuilt and made bigger for the Walmart gas station. So anyway, I was feeding the birds my Italian bread, my thin slice, because it's going stale. You know, being in a hot car, in the bag, inside another bag, it was starting to go. I didn't want to eat it and whatever. So anyway, I bought a loaf of wheat French bread, which is pretty good. And I had some spinach with some cheese, onion, red onion, purple onion, whatever you want to call it, and tomato, an aroma tomato. So, now I got to go get some ice water. I really can't drink ice water and tea, even though I could use some tea, but my hand is itchy, like stinging, like I cut it when I shaved or something. I don't know, it's bothering me. It's very itchy. I don't know. I didn't put any medicine on, so they might have maybe I got bit by a buggy or cucaracha. I don't know. It was bothering me. So, as I'm eating my sandwich, preparing and eating my sandwich and cutting up my onion and my tomato and whatnot, right? There was more things. It's happening way too fast. All these scenes there was Carlos flatbed tow truck. Then he was playing with his tummy hanging out and his shirt was up, and that was a message to me now that I get it. Then there was a couple of trucks. In particular, there was I don't know what kind of truck it was, I can't remember, but it was a pickup truck. It was black. It was a double cab. It was like an F-250 maybe. And it had the word Shadow something. The business name was Shadow, but I don't know what the other name of it was, because I didn't get to read it all the way. Then, shortly after that, there's a car, a black SUV, that comes and reverses inside the spot over to my right so that I could see, and he didn't get out of the car. And then he rolled down his window when he noticed that I noticed that he was there, to let me know that he was still in the car, that he didn't get out, because I was waiting for somebody to get out, nobody got out, and I kept trying to not look over there, and I knew. So anyway, I was watching the birds because I was trying to get myself ready to eat my sandwich. So what did I do? I watched the birds eat, and the blackbirds have it down where they're smart. They hold the bread with their paws, with their feet, their webbed feet, and then they take their beak and they pull it apart, and they use their feet as another hand, so they can pull the food apart. But some of the bigger blackbirds, they just take the pieces and kind of squish it down. If it's just the bread part, if it's just the white part of the bread, I usually try to break it down in smaller pieces for them. But then I figure they might want to take bigger pieces with them and eat it up in the tree or somewhere to feed maybe their babies or something or other, So anyway, after the brown birds, I don't know what the name of them are, but the brown birds, they're a little bit smaller, a little thinner, and I wouldn't say thinner, they're smaller. They're smaller. A little bit more rounder, I think. But you got some different sized blackbirds, too. They look like mini ravens. But anyway, then this guy, he makes a coughing noise at a certain minute. I didn't look to see what time it was. I can't remember. I did, but I can't remember what time it was. Now there's a truck that says Spiffy. That's my word. GetSpiffy.com with a penguin and a towel. It's blue and white, the van, and it has a penguin in blue and white and holding a towel like in a maid service, like a towel. Anyway, so that's telling me to get spiffy, meaning get ready and prepared. No, because I've got a message to where to go for employment. But which I was going to make a video about to tell them my 2 cents on that. Okay, so then the car was still there. It just pulled away at 4:45 p.m. 4:45. That represents Breaking Dawn Part 1 ended at, I don't know if it was 4:45. Was it? I don't know if it was 3:45 or 4:45. I can't remember when it ended, because he made me late. I was trying to leave before we made somewhat of a connection. Before he picked me up and carried me through his bedroom door. Of course, when I had my teeth and my perm was still intact, whatever. So anyway, I just got finished eating my sandwich, so I'm like digesting it, but I gotta go get something to drink. And I really don't want water. I do, but I don't, because my lemon is no good. And I used one to clean this one's no good too. It's softer than stuff, so it would make my water taste nasty. They were good lemons when they started out. That was about a week ago. I just used one this morning at the library to clean my headlights, because it works on the fogginess when it turns yellow. It doesn't work right away. It takes several times. And you're supposed to use like a baking soda or baking soda with it. Something gritty, like not really a salt or a sugar, maybe a little bit of it. But you're supposed to have something that would at least try to scrub off the yellowness with the acidity of the lemon. But the acidity of the lemon does pretty good. But it takes several ones to help it, to get it completely off. So anyway, I've used about 3 or 4 of them, maybe 6 in the past year. True Way Inns is another truck, a double cab, white and orange and black and a little bit of gray. But anyway, so that car just pulled away at 4:45 p.m. representing Breaking Dawn Breaking Dawn Part 1 ended on December 19th, or was it the 18th? I don't know if it was the night of. It might have been the 18th. I was working at the laundromat, and that's when he called me about 9:30ish, 10 o'clock. They even closed the laundromat early to go through with this. Because usually we didn't close until we closed at like 11, but the cleaning didn't get over until like 1:30, closer to 2. So anyway, because I was a little bit slow, I wasn't as quick as I would get through half of everything pretty quickly, but then the second half it would take me forever for some reason. But I did everything I was supposed to. I cleaned everything from top to bottom, corner to corner, nook and cranny, everything. So anyway, that person leaving, and I know it was a man, and then right before that, there was 2 birds, 2 of the brownish but ugly. They weren't completely brown. They were like a mix. They were like their colorings, their markings were not completely brown. It was like a grayish brownish polka dot. They looked really scrungy. And one of the birds picked up a piece of bread and fed the other bird. Then they were looking for more, which there's a bunch over there. But instead, they flew away together up in the same direction. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to show that. Now, that's why they made my phone drain quickly earlier when I was at the library. And I couldn't go in because they had somebody there that I did not want to see right now. Because I didn't want to, not that I didn't want to see, I just don't want to deal with them right now. Okay, but on the same note, because my car is still not yet up to par, and I don't feel like going back to day labor. I'm too fat. My body is in bad shape. I can't do that type of work. Even though I didn't even really do a lot of the hefty work, because I wasn't strong. I was more stronger then than I am now. But I've lost a lot of my muscle. But I'm going to go. I got to go get something to drink. 5 o'clock, the rush hour, of course. You're fucking assholes, man. Please, not another Joe. I'm so tired of that name. And oh my God. Joe, Mike, Brad, Diego, Kevin, Lynn, James. I'm so tired of those names. Oh my God. I gotta go. My car's been running for like 45 minutes again, idling. I'm just below a half a tank. And I gotta check on my car. I have the AC on, so it shouldn't be going bad to finish. I need you to last me, because I can't eat any. I bought more eggs. Unfucking real, man. I've got 3 more Roma tomatoes. Got my avocado that I gotta eat tomorrow. It'll be ripe tomorrow. I've got my potatoes and broccoli I gotta eat. I don't know how I'm going to eat all this food. I bought a watermelon today for $4.65. I've got the cantaloupe I bought from Walmart the other day, last night. So I've got to buy ice tomorrow to cut up the watermelon and the cantaloupe and put it in my cooler. And then I gotta eat my bread and my eggs and my potatoes and whatever, or potatoes and broccoli, my eggs really, because I bought eggs. So I gotta eat that with some onion. But oh my God, I need money to take all this shit out of this car. I need to pull these seats out. I need a new headliner. I need a new visor for my driver's side, and I need my carpet taken out and removed, and I need my dashboard removed and cleaned out from the buggies. Oh my God, you motherfuckers. Because I'm not getting rid of this car. I'm not. My son helped me get it. Even though I paid him back, all the money I paid him in child support from 2000 2017 to 2020. Almost $7,000. He gave it right back to me to help me get a car, to get me off the street, and so I could get a job in hopes to get an apartment. But no. Because I wanted to get an apartment with him, but I knew that they were not going to let that happen. And I knew it was for a good reason, but a bad reason. Because my Duddy and his clan would have made our situation turn bad. Now, unless I would have had my own apartment, if I was able to afford my own apartment or home with my son, but not on Social Security. But I didn't want to be working all day, 2-3 jobs to help pay the rent or mortgage, and not be able to spend time with my son. I'm not going to make a connection with you. I'm sorry. It's just like you've given me nothing but false hopes. No, and I'm not going to go and give it no. Now there's a white van that says car wash. No, I'm not going to give it a go. I don't want to give it a go. I'm not ready to give it a go. I need a tooth. I need my braces. I'm disgusting. My hair needs, no. Fuck you. Fuck off. Goodbye.